Hey folks, Deano here again. This time taking a look at another of the Dragonball Super Hero figures. I'm still not used to the name of that movie. Typical Japan, but hey-oh. This is Vegeta, as seen in the movie. And yeah, it's another regular release. Kind of your basic figure. And he's far from perfect, I'll be honest. But yeah, decent for the price, I suppose. So let's take a look at the box. So yeah, it says Vegeta Super Hero on the box. Kanji Super Hero again. The naming of the figures is almost as confusing as the movie. But yeah. Designed by Tamashii Nations in Japan, made in China. I'm noticing quite a lot of the figures are again being made in China. I don't know if the new studio really worked out, the new warehouse. Superhero logo right there, toy sticker, seal of quality, and the sort of weird picture that they've picked for the front. The problem with this figure is it's obviously a retool of the existing Vegeta mold, right? But this vest that they've designed for him, like, he just looks fat. I'll be honest. Vegeta's gained weight. It's a bit baggy in the movie, but it's nowhere near as bad as what Tamashii have picked. I mean, in the movie, it's kind of like his Majin Vegeta outfit or his Buu Saga outfit. Just not as tight fitting. But yeah, this is what we've got. Issue as well is his shoulders on this picture. Like, these promo images were really off-putting. Like, I almost didn't buy this guy because the shoulders look far too low down. Like, it, I don't know what it was about the guy that posed these, but yeah. Pictures on the back, standard affair, Cosmic Group to the rescue, importing these figures, blurb, and yeah. Enough of the box. Let's bring in Vegeta. So yeah, sort of standard accessories. You don't get any key blasts or anything like that. You do get some really nice faces though. There's almost something slightly off about them, as if the tampography is too wide. I don't know how to describe it. It does look good, but here's a teaser for the the comparison later. You'll see the face on this one, the eyes are a lot closer together than on this one. I know this isn't official, this is Demoniacal Fit's heads, but yeah, I just think Demoniacal Fit's looks a bit more like Vegeta nowadays, as opposed to this one kind of looks evil, which is compounded by the smirking face. But yeah, I like the lines under the eyes and things like that. But yeah, that's about the only painted part on the figure. Let's take a look at his other faces. So yeah, there's the smirking face. He looks very evil there. Like, I don't know why Tamashii can't just make a normal smirking face for Vegeta. They've done it for the 1.0 and they've never done it again. But yeah, I suppose you could call this his gloating face. Then he's got gritty teeth looking off to the side. It's probably the best looking face on this Vegeta. There's a lot of detail. And then you've got the yelling face. So yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's quite a bit of flashing on the figure. Like that. They haven't really taken much care with this figure, put it that way. In terms of hands, he has the standard closed fists. He's got the grippy Final Flash sort of hands. A pair of martial arts posy hands. A pair of Key Blast hands. And finally, for some inexplicable reason, the thumbs up I am Super Vegeta hand. Don't know why. But yeah, still decent. I'll give them that. Tamwise, will you wake up? Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, let's take a look at articulation. So, standard Vegeta, he looks up actually pretty well. That's surprising. Have they done anything to the back of his head? I don't think so. But yeah, that's pretty decent looking up. He looks down quite well. Can tuck his chin into his chest, side to side, swivel. Just your standard ball peg for 2.0 Vegetas. For some reason, the shoulders. I don't know why they don't just give Vegeta normal shoulders. Like, they love giving him these massive bulbous shoulders. Honestly. But yeah, bicep swivel. Double joint at the elbow. This part is painted. You can kind of tell they haven't quite matched the skin tones. Standard hinge and swivel at the wrist. And finally, can swivel at the shoulder. And he does have quite a far butterfly joint, which, unlike the Goku, is the right colour for his vest. But it does a bit of a job. Yeah, but I don't think it was worth it to cut such an obvious gap in the figure for the articulation. That's just me though. The abs, the usual pull-up style joint. You can go forward that much, back about that much, and yeah, the design of it is almost like half done. I don't know how to describe it, but it doesn't quite fit together properly. Yeah, waist swivel. For some reason, the legs are a bit stuck. They don't go any further than that for some reason. I'm not sure if that's because of the top or not. But yeah, that's disappointing for a Vegeta. And it's not just on that side, it's both sides. So yeah, you could almost say they're deliberately limiting the articulation in these 2.0s to make the 3.0 more appealing. But yeah, that's just the cynic in me. Thigh swivel is decent enough. Double joint at the knee. And the foot is the standard horrible Vegeta feet that they really need to sort. For some reason, the ball peg is at the back of the foot. So he can go down that much, but it looks as if his foot's broke. He can go up a decent amount. And toe articulation, which barely functions. So yeah. Fun times. Let's just say you can tell they didn't put a lot of effort into the Vegeta. Almost as bad as the Goku. Like, the Goku had no effort put into him at all. But yeah, let's bring in some comparisons. Here's the demoniacal fit head on the Majin Vegeta body. Thought that would be the best sort of comparison to him. But yeah. As you can see, skin tone is different, as with the Goku as well. I don't know what it is. The skin tone is more natural, shall we say, in the superhero movie. But I prefer the colour of the classics. Like, this just doesn't really fit. It's not quite as egregious as Goku's, but it's still not great. You can tell they have remoulded the arms a little bit because there's no longer the veins that are on the Majin Vegeta sculpt. But this just isn't really working for me. It's clearly resculpted from this, but did it really have to be that baggy, Tamashi? It just makes him look like he's had one too many McDonald's. But yeah, apart from that, you can tell on the demoniacal fit the hair is actually painted, whereas up here the back clearly isn't painted, it's just black plastic, and they've painted the Vegeta faces hair to match the sort of satin colour, whereas with the demoniacal fit it's all matte. So yeah, much prefer that. That looks premium. This doesn't. Here he is next to the Goku. I've already modified him a little. I gave him the sash instead of the belt, because I feel he actually looks decent with that one. Probably better than a lot of the actual figures with sashes, come to think of it. I might as well put this in just before the review ends. But yeah, I realised when I was taking this guy apart that his hip section is different to the ones with the sash built in. And it actually looks more natural in this guy. If you see there, if it actually focuses, thank you. Yeah, you can see the entire hip section is, well, two pieces that they've clamped together. But on all the figures with the sash, if I bring the demoniacal fit Gohan in, it's not. It's almost like a cover piece. So you get the front and you get the back, but you don't get the side, which sort of makes their hips look massive. And I can't believe it's took that long for me to figure it out. And apologies, the white balance is going everywhere because there's light coloured figures and dark coloured figures. But yeah, let's get Goku and Gohan out the way. So yeah, guys, now that that's tangents out the way, let's give final thoughts, shall we? Is this guy worth the money? If you're in dire need of a base Vegeta, then yeah, I would say it's worth the money. It's not a perfect figure by any means, and some of the design choices are a bit off. I'm not even sure, to be honest, if Vegeta will ever wear this outfit again. So this might be a one-time deal. Hopefully they come out with that Cell Saga Vegeta with the base form head that's completely remoulded that they showed off last year. But yeah, until then, guys, this one will do you if you're in need. But until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.